Hey folks, Gary here, and happy Friday to you. It's almost the weekend, unless of course you have Fridays off, and then it's already the weekend. Yay! So happy weekend to you. I hope you have a good one. We're looking at the life of Moses today. Actually, we're going to look at the life of Moses over the next couple days, and I thought we'd look at the ending first, because that's just the way my mind goes sometimes. And so we're looking at Deuteronomy chapter 34, verses 1 to 8. And let's see what the Bible says about Moses. I may mispronounce some of the names here. I don't think it matters too much, but here we go. Then Moses went up from the plains of Moab to the mount of Nebo, to the top of Pisgah, which is opposite Jericho. And the Lord showed him all the land, Gilead as far as Dan, all of Naphtali to the land of Ephraim and Manasseh, all the land of Judah as far as the western sea, the Negeb, and the plain, that is the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees as far as Zorah. And the Lord said to him, "This is a land of which I swore to Abraham, Isaac, and to Jacob. I will give it to your offspring." So they're finally going to get into this promise that has been a promise for a long time, right? I give it to your offspring. I have let you see it with your own eyes, but you shall not go over there. So there's a big story behind that, and we'll get into that later on, right? So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord. And he buried him in the valley in the land of Moab, opposite of Beth Peor. But no one knows the place of his burial to this day. It's cool. God actually buried Moses. God took care of him, right? Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eyes were undimmed and his vigor unabated. And the people of Israel wept for Moses in the plains of Moab for 30 days. And then the days of weeping and mourning for Moses were ended. I read about the life of Moses, and it could have been such an incredible disaster. He made mistakes, and it's just doomed to just being a footnote in history. Yet God took him and did amazing things through his life. It says that Moses was a servant of the Lord. There's no higher calling than that, than to serve God. And when Moses gave his life completely to God, to be used by God in any way that God called him to do it, Moses was able to accomplish amazing, amazing things. That's why the people mourned him for 30 days, because he was such a great, fantastic leader and shepherd of the people. The lesson I learned from this is this: it's amazing what God can do through anyone who will bow their knee to him and say, "Your will be done. Do what you will, Lord." And you give your life to him and say, "I'll do whatever you call me to do." Again, it's amazing what will take place when we take that posture with God.